How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, the king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You under it?
Oh, it was Chris. Only one man established his dominance that day. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when perhaps the prince feels the...
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Farewell, Phoenix. It would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this reckless...
I do.
I'll still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive, please tell me you've come to take...
I'm not here for mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens?
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe place to live.
Preferably one that won't see me ship blown.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been... if there is anywhere safe to land.
Then tell us what we will find.
But no...
All right. But interrupt. Barnabas Thumb, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelf.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, and what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began, but while I've always known it to be important, it's now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think, but there was once a time when the faith flourished. The oldest known religion in hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on storm. What of ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed, but if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ain't and so. You see now,
it would appear the past still has, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor, I am relieved to discover it.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before...
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll... So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast, and I say we, but... it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of... as well as slow our march, and require supplies which may... only Joshua and a scout. Preferably a good one.
You bet you are. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. Fly merchant colors, and if you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop it.
Don't worry. You'll be needing passage home.
But
if there are no questions...
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
How do you split the sea? Please, Your Grace. My Lord Marquis.
Yote. Is it?
My lord, yeah. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each pass.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of the... But his Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. And our supply. Unless we can secure more... My lord, I know.
For Joshua. So...
A rare, it grows only where the eth... We discovered a path...
So it's only that you can't...
Well...
Then you...
I...
Don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their routes. Most of what we have now comes from here in the Hideaway.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in...
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have a few new notes that might interest you. There is a rather fascinating excerpt. Welcome, Clive.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's at my job, actually. When she heard what the...
Did she?
Following up once they'd settled in. The bearers you helped liberating the...
The Slaver Cole's team would... I'll go and find her.
If she's not...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Dora should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up. It doesn't stop. What I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give you a...
How goes the
Sid.
You. I heard you were out here.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool.
That was her. So.
I'd see.
Did I? Come on. Faster! Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Good. How did Doris come?
It appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your...
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender. Do with...
Sid!
Ah, Doris. You know, but casting your lot with...
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have... This woman, my former master, once trained. She raised me like a daughter. And I did.
It wasn't all. You were always so eager to learn. But you...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though.
All right.
I am.
Then I should head back to the hide.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the... Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. And she won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy.
I'm sure it won't.
I hope so. You had quite... Anyway.
Keep up the good work.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Yote, I brought back...
Yes, I'm sure it will serve us.
I'm very glad.
You and His Grace are You think only of how you might help others.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am, but I beg you.
I'll keep that in... Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order.
I'll hold you.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waloed territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Ah, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
Yeah!
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and cache kid.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. This might take a while. Time to fight. It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive. Aye, aye.
Has the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, And if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us. Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal. That must be Eastla.
Straight home now.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter, Gav!
No quarter! You think all the villages in Asher like this?
A question for later, Gav. Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
To me, Flames! don't!
Gav? Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck. Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for stone here. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No! Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.